Good morning, everyone. This is Daniele Capezzone, a view from Italy, the Watch Report from the UTOPIA Studios in Rome. Alexander Lukashenko has been considered Europe's last communist dictator, but perhaps not even his communist predecessor would have dared do what he did this week. That is to say, hijack, reroute, intercept a passenger flight flying from Greece to Lithuania, that is to say, to European countries, more to NATO countries, to drag away to prison a dissident journalist. The authorities in Minsk gave as reasons or pretext or excuse an alleged bomb alarm, which was fake, and then an alleged security threat to their country, which was fake as well. They only wanted to arrest this dissident and also his girlfriend, his fiancée. So it proved to be a clear breach of international law as well as a belligerent act. As it always happens in circumstances like that, from Brussels and from the 27 European capitals came and were released several bulletins and declarations and condemnation against a regime which had already shown its true face 1 year ago, when Lukashenko suppressed popular demonstration against a clearly rigged election. Also on that occasion, from Brussels and from Washington came a lot of declaration, but no real sanctions, no real penalties followed. Okay, there were some sanctions against 88 individuals, 88 officials of the regime, other penalties against 7 governmental bodies considered as responsible for the repression. Some Belarusian assets, financial assets were frozen, some travel bans were imposed, but let's be honest, Lukashenko's regime didn't pay any price for what he did. And why? Because Lukashenko is still protected by Vladimir Putin and because Europe is still reliant on Russian energy supplies. Is Vladimir Putin responsible or also indirectly involved in this hijacking? No, we don't think so. Perhaps Putin might have been even embarrassed by the behavior of his client. Nevertheless, this is the situation. And now, while Europe stays shy and silent as usual, it is important to understand what President Biden is going to be. And President Biden has been flip-flopping. 1 month ago, as you remember, he committed a communication blunder by insulting President Putin and calling him a killer. And of course, you may criticize the leader of the Russian regime, but you cannot call him a killer. But incredible as it may seem, this very week, Biden lifted sanctions against European companies building the Nord Stream 2 pipeline. Now, for the 16th of June, Russia and US have scheduled a meeting between President Biden and President Putin in Switzerland. What is President Putin going to do? Yesterday, reacting to what Europe said after the hijacking, he threatened to close Russian airspace to EU flights. Will he will he pull off this kind of threat? We don't know. What we certainly know is that someone in the West has been forgetting who we are and who we are supposed to be. We, as people of the West, won the Cold War not only by using military deterrence, not only showing that our arsenal was larger and more powerful than the one of the Soviet bloc, but also using what we may call a moral deterrence, that is to say, showing that we were taking care of Soviet dissidents, of the refugees, of freedom fighters in the Soviet bloc. This is what we should be doing now. It might be a good idea, for example, to invite Belarusian dissidents and Belarusian opponents to the G7, which is scheduled next month in Great Britain. This might be a significant act. We should show that we are freedom fighters and that we take care of those who seek liberty and sanctuary and freedom from the regime they have to suffer. This is what we wish, but we doubt that something of the kind will happen. Thank you once again for this week. Have a nice weekend. See you next Friday here from A View from Italy.